Hey everyone, I'm Sugandha and you're watching Ready with HR, and I hope so you all are well and welcome to this 15 days HR workshop. I have done this workshop in Hindi, and that is on my other channel, Ready to Get Update, but yes, you people are requesting me to do it in English. Now see, there is an HR course which is in English, and that is also running on the channel. Please don't relate this with HR course because that is a detailed course where we are going to discuss each and every concept in detail, and here within 15 days we are going to discuss about HR, right? So this is if you want to have a concise knowledge, or if you want to have if you want to know something about HR, so yes, you can refer this 15 days workshop. And yes, if you want to have detailed sessions, if you want to know the detailed concepts, then yes, you can definitely check those sessions from the HR course, right? You can find those sessions from the pinned comment. So let's get started with it, and make sure to subscribe this channel if you're watching me for the very first time, and do hit that cute notification bell icon so that you could get my updates later on as well, right? So first of all, let's try to understand what is an HR, why we are discussing about this term, and what is actually HR. So HR refers to human resources, and yes, this is the department within an organization that is responsible for managing the company's most valuable asset. And what is that asset? That is its people. Okay, so the primary objective of HR is to optimize the performance of the organization by effectively managing its employees. And how we do it? So this involves a wide range of functions and activities which are aimed at, recruiting, developing, supporting, and retaining a talent workforce. So what we are doing, why we are managing its valuable asset, why we are managing people, to optimize the performance of the organization, right? So let's deep dive into the key functions of human resources. And what are the key functions? So first is recruitment and selection. As the name suggests, HR professionals. Now, who are HR professionals? HR professionals are the people who are working in HR department within an organization. Okay. So when we are talking about an organization, there is a department like we have finance department, marketing department, operations department. We have HR department, and there whoever is working is an HR professional, no matter they could be executives, journalists, consultants, okay, managers, senior manager, okay. So they can be at any level, but they all are called as HR professionals, okay. So they are involved in attracting, sourcing, and hiring new employees. They work to identify the staffing needs of the organization and develop strategies to recruit and select the best candidates for open positions. Whatever positions are open, we have to fill them, and what we have to do and how we have to do, we have to develop some strategies to recruit and select the best candidates, right candidate at the right time, at the right place. Okay. So this is about recruitment and selection. Again, if you want to know about the recruitment process, recruitment selection, we have two playlists. First is HR course in English, and second is HR recruiter. Okay, that includes recruitment process as well. So you can check those sessions from the pinned comment. And yes, each and every session is available either on this channel or on my other channel, Ready to Get Update. If you're well versed in Hindi language, then you can check that channel as well. Next is training and development. Now, HR is responsible for ensuring that employees receive the necessary training and development opportunities to enhance the skills and competencies. Whenever we hire candidates, it's not possible that all the skills and competencies match with the profile. Okay. So, yes, we have to provide some training, and we should provide actually. We should provide training, and even if all the skills and competencies match, then also we provide certain training about the organization, where we are guiding them about different aspects of the organization, right? So yes, this function supports employee growth, because when we are providing training to them, their growth is there, and that obviously contributes to the overall improvement of the workforce. Fine. So training and development is important. Again, we have a separate session on this. Next is performance management, which is again very important topic. And yes, so HR oversees the process of setting performance expectations. We have to set certain performance expectations, provide regular feedback, and conduct performance appraisals. Here we have to set certain performance expectations, and the supervisor guide them how to perform this task. Then yes, We check, we provide feedback, we find out the areas for improvement, and yes, we reward them, we appreciate them. And yes, wherever areas for improvement are there, we conduct training for that. Okay, so this is like it involves aligning individual goals with organizational objectives, and yes, that foster a culture of continuous improvement. Next is again interesting, employee relations. Now see, we need to maintain positive employee relations for healthy work environment. So HR, what HR does, HR addresses workplace issues, resolves conflicts, and yes, promotes effective communication between management and employees, and which is really essential. If we have to run an organization, then yes, there should be a positive healthy work environment. Next is compensation and benefits. So yes, HR professionals design and manage compensation and benefits programs to ensure that they are competitive and aligned with the organizational goals. It's important to remain competitive while designing this compensation benefits. If you're providing, compensation, means if you're providing benefits, salary packages higher than the market, high, and you are raising the competition just by providing high salary, this will be of no use, because you have a certain profit margin, and that will impact not only the profit margin. If we talk about the costing, if we talk about the fair competitive policy, then also we must ensure that the compensation and benefits should be competitive. Yes, we can provide a hike to attract the right talent, to attract a talented workforce, but that should be in a certain limit, and that requires a proper research and planning. Then only we should set any compensation or benefits. Now yes, this obviously this includes, I told you, salary structures, bonuses, health benefits, retirement plans, and yes, other perks as well. Next is employee engagement. Now, HR focuses on strategies to enhance employee engagement and satisfaction. Recognizing that engaged employees are more productive and committed to the organization. And I'm not talking about Fun Friday or something. Employee engagement includes a lot of things. It's a complete package of satisfaction. Okay, so this includes monetary, non-monetary, and yes, workplace culture as well. Good workplace, positive workplace culture as well. So we need to check various aspects if we are thinking about employee engagement. Next is compliance and legal issues. HR must ensure that the organization complies with labor laws, regulations, and ethical standards. Again, a lot of people say that yes, my company is not following particular laws, like PF laws. They are not depositing PFs, or they are not following the ESI, or they are not deducting proper TDS or something. You must know about these laws and regulations, and you must motivate your company, your organization, to follow these compliances and laws, right? So yes, you need to manage legal aspects related to employment, such as contracts, workplace safety, and yes, anti-discrimination policies as well. Next is strategic planning. Now see, in modern organizations, as we all say, HR plays a strategic role in aligning its activities with the overall business strategy. HR professionals contribute to organizational goals by developing and implementing workforce plans and strategies. You can't say that, oh, I have to hire 50 people without planning. You have to plan accordingly. Proper budgeting needs to be done, and even other aspects needs to be checked properly. So that is actually strategic planning. Next is diversity and inclusion, my favorite, and I always include this particular topic in. I try to actually include this particular topic in every session and every alternate session actually. So this is HR promotes diversity and inclusion within the workplace, recognizing the value of a diverse workforce and fostering creativity, innovation, and adaptability. Last is employee well-being. That's also very important. HR initiatives often include programs that support employee well-being, such as health and wellness programs, mental health support, and work-life balance initiatives. Okay, so this is all about the key functions, and I hope so this was helpful. If it's helpful, please do let me know in the comment section. And till next video, all the very best. Stay happy, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.